What if I told you your dog has been trying to tell you something for years, and you may have been missing it? Not because you don't love them, but because dogs don't ask for love the way humans do. They ask for it in silence, in routine, in the way they look at you when you're too distracted to notice. And the heartbreaking part is this: many loving owners give their dogs food, toys, walks, even a warm bed, while still missing the 6 acts of love their dog hopes to receive for life. Stay with me, because the final one changes everything. Welcome back to the channel. If you love dogs not just as pets, but as family, subscribe, because here we don't just talk about behavior, we decode the emotional world behind it. Today we're diving into the 6 acts of love your dog hopes to receive from you for life. The first act of love your dog hopes to receive is your full attention. You see it all the time. Your dog walks over, they lean against your leg, they stare at you while you scroll on your phone. Maybe you absent-mindedly say, "Good boy," without even looking up. It feels small, harmless, ordinary. But from your dog's side, that moment means far more than you think. Dogs use attention like a bridge. Eye contact, body orientation, and the way you pause and look back at them tell your dog, "I'm here with you. I see you. You matter." Without that connection, your dog may feel shut out of the bond they depend on. It's a little like speaking to someone you trust, only to realize they never heard a word. To your dog, attention is not extra love. It is love. A few seconds of presence can mean more than a basket of toys. And that leads to the second act. Your dog hopes to receive patient listening. Not listening to words, listening to signals. Most owners think communication is something they do to the dog. Sit, stay, come, no. But your dog is communicating constantly through tail position, blinking, licking lips, turning away, sniffing, slowing down, leaning in or refusing to move. And when those signals are rushed past or misunderstood, a silent crack begins to form in the bond. Think about the daily walk. Your dog stops to sniff. You pull the leash. Your dog hesitates near a noise. You tug again. To you, it's just keeping the walk on schedule. To your dog, it can feel like being interrupted mid-sentence again and again. Sniffing is not a waste of time to a dog. It is information and mental enrichment. The walk is not only exercise, it is how your dog reads the world. When you let your dog slow down and gather information, you are saying something powerful. Your experience matters too. That patience builds trust. The third act of love your dog longs for is gentle guidance instead of emotional pressure. This is where many good owners make a painful mistake. They think love means control. They think if the dog is corrected enough, the relationship will become smoother. But fear can create obedience without creating safety. And a dog who obeys you is not always a dog who feels secure with you. When voices get sharper, when corrections get harsher, when frustration becomes the main language, your dog may stop offering behavior, not because they understand you better, but because they are trying to avoid stress. That is not trust. That is survival. A dog guided with consistency, clarity, and reward learns something deeper than commands. They learn that your presence is safe. They learn mistakes do not cost them connection. They learn that being near you feels good. Because once your dog starts to associate you with safety, you stop being just a person who feeds them. You become their emotional home. Keep watching, because the next act of love is where that home is either strengthened or quietly broken. The fourth act your dog hopes to receive is protection in moments of vulnerability. Dogs may look confident, playful, even fearless, but emotionally they have vulnerable moments every day. When they are startled, when they are sick, when strangers overwhelm them, when loud sounds shake them, when they are aging and no longer understand their own body. In those moments, your dog looks to you for one thing. Will you protect me or will you expose me? That answer changes your relationship. If your dog is afraid and you force the interaction, they learn that their fear doesn't matter. If they are overwhelmed and you laugh it off, they learn they are alone inside that feeling. But when you step in, create distance, and advocate for them, your dog learns a profound truth. My human is my safe place. That safety becomes the foundation of attachment. Not excitement, not treats, not tricks. Protection. Because love, in your dog's world, is not just affection, it is relief. The fifth act of love your dog hopes to receive is shared presence, not just shared space. A lot of dogs live near their owners all day while feeling emotionally far from them. The owner is in the same room, but mentally somewhere else, working, scrolling, rushing, beside the dog, but not really with them. And dogs know the difference. They know the difference between being beside you and being included by you, between a hand that pets automatically and a hand that reaches with intention, between hearing your voice in the background and hearing it directed toward you with warmth. These moments become emotional anchors. They tell your dog, our bond is not accidental. I choose it. To a dog, love is measured in ordinary consistency. And now we come to the final act, the one most people see, but very few truly understand. The sixth act of love your dog hopes to receive for life is the protection of their trust. Trust is the deepest gift your dog can give you, and they give it in ways so quiet, many people miss it. When your dog falls asleep beside you, that is trust. When they expose their belly and relax instead of guarding themselves, that is trust. When they follow you into a new place and look back just once before continuing, that is trust. In resting their head on you without asking for anything, that is trust in its purest form. Your dog is saying, with you, I can let go. Think about how enormous that is. Sleep is vulnerability. Relaxation is vulnerability. Dependence is vulnerability. Letting your guard down at the wrong time can be dangerous. Yet your dog does it in your presence, again and again. Because somewhere inside, they have decided you are safe enough to trust with their unguarded self. And that is love in its highest form. Not noisy love, not demanding love, sacred love. So when your dog asks for your attention, they are protecting trust. When they ask to sniff, they are protecting trust. When they hesitate, when they lean on you, when they watch your face, when they sleep against your leg, all of it points back to one truth. Your dog does not just want care. Your dog wants emotional safety. That is what all 6 acts of love have been building toward from the very beginning. Your attention tells them they matter. Your patience tells them they are heard. Your gentle guidance tells them they are safe to learn. Your protection tells them they are not alone in fear. Your shared presence tells them the bond is real. And your respect for their trust tells them their heart is safe in your hands. That is why this is deeper than dog ownership. It's a relationship, a living, feeling bond that is shaped by the smallest repeated moments. And once you see that, everything changes. You stop asking, how do I get my dog to listen to me? And you start asking, what is my dog trying to feel with me? That question can transform an entire life. So the next time your dog looks at you, pauses beside you, or quietly falls asleep near your body, remember this. They're not just existing in your home. They are placing their emotional world in your care. If this video changed the way you see your dog, share it with another dog owner who needs to hear this. And if you want more deep, science-backed stories about the inner world of dogs, subscribe and stay with us. Because your dog chose you. Now the question is, will you truly understand them?